It is really, really hot outside today. We were out this morning doing some yard work, but we decided to come in and shower and cool off. So since it's too hot to go back outside for a long period of time, we are just going to do some experiments. This is kitchen science, and it's got several experiments in this one box. So we're going to try to do them all, and Kenny wanted to film ourselves doing them all. So do you want to tell them what the first one is called?
The first one is called vinegar rocket.
Vinegar rocket.
So like you put the baking soda in here, and then like I think you put vinegar in this one or what?
Yeah, here's the baking soda, and here's our vinegar. There's not much left, so hopefully we have enough. But,
like I think you put some vinegar in here.
Yeah.
And then you put it here, and then the baking soda drops down, and you have to not put it on too loose or put it on too tight. Like it has to be exactly the right amount, otherwise it won't go. Or I think if it's too loose, it'll go, but it won't go that high.
Okay.
That's my guess.
All right. So then what will happen?
Then it'll go pretty high.
Pretty high? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
All right. I think it'll go up about as tall as me. How
That's
high
it?
do you think? Yeah. How high do you think?
I think it might go a little bit higher.
You think it'll go
Like
higher?
at least 8 feet, maybe
8 feet.
6 to 8 feet.
Okay. All right. So we are actually going to do this outside. It's too hot to be outside for a long period of time. We're going to go outside just long enough to shoot it off into the air, and then we're going to come back inside.
And then we're gonna get ready for this experiment and go out.
Yep, this will be the second one. So this one will also have to be outside because it's messy. Again, we'll go outside just long enough to do this, and then we'll come straight back in and cool off.
But the other ones, like the rock candy and the lemon, that'll be able to do inside.
Yep, we'll be able to do those inside. All right, give us just a second to get set up outside. Okay, guys, we're outside by our front porch. Ignore the weeds, please. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. So,
Ow.
you okay? Here's the vinegar. Hang on, let me see exactly how much we got to put in there.
I think up to like
2 milliliters. Can you find where
that's
it says 2? Yep. Ooh,
I think that's
too much. Okay. I'll pour some of it back. Okay. There we go.
Exactly.
All right. You got the rocket?
Where'd you put it? Oh, here it is. Put it.
Okay. So the rocket gets the baking.
The barking stuff.
Okay. So you're going to reach in here with the spoon, take some out, and put it in the hole of the rocket.
Did I get some? No. Oh, found some.
That's up. Put it in there. Ready?
Yeah. I would put it on the ground.
So. Shake 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Really? No.
It popped off while I was still holding on to it. Ah, there we go. It popped a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera caught that. Nope, the camera can't see it. There.
I mean, can we redo it?
Yes, we can absolutely redo it. Oh, bring it here.
We can't reuse the vinegar.
No, we can't. We have to dump that out.
We need some vinegar.
All right, why don't you put the baking soda in there?
And pour the vinegar.
It took off too fast.
Shake it once and then put it down. That's what I would do.
You ready?
I don't think we.
That wasn't very high, huh?
Dang it.
That was kind of a dud. Went boop. Well, we tried.
I mean, I could throw it farther, like. Okay, well that didn't go very far.
Go get it. All right, we're gonna try the second experiment. Okay, we are on to experiment number 2. Do you want to tell them what it's called?
It's the tabletop volcano.
Yeah. So here's our little volcano. We're gonna get everything put in here inside except for the ingredient that'll make it explode. Then we'll take it outside, put that ingredient in it, and watch the explosion. It's not gonna be a real huge eruption. It's just gonna be like lava coming out of a volcano.
Like bubbly.
Yeah.
Bubbly lava, like.
And our dog Survivor is protecting us from the neighbors who decided to walk outside. All right, so
This is what it looks like inside.
yeah,
Just
that's
hollow and this.
So go ahead and oh, I don't know if we're gonna fit this one in there.
Yeah.
That looks like a lot.
2?
It says 2 of these. I don't think 2 of those will fit. It says 2. It says a teaspoon, and then it says to put 2 teaspoons in there.
Put 1. I don't think it'll even fit 1.
I know.
It barely fit 1.
I know that. Okay. Maybe it means 2 of these. Because we have an actual teaspoon.
Really?
It's, I'm going to take a little bit of it out. Just so there's room for everything else that we're supposed to put in there. I'm going to assume it meant 2 of these. There.
You
That
got
should be good.
these. So wait, is this what's going in next or the dye?
I think that. Hang on, wait.
What?
Because look, this comes out foamy. So we're gonna.
Oh. But that's supposed to come out foam.
So go ahead and somehow. Careful not to spill. Okay, and that's all we need. Just a couple little drops. Next is the food coloring.
Footy coloring. I would say red and yellow.
To make it orange?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you use up the red in our science experiment with water?
Yeah.
All right, I will put it on the list of things to buy.
There's still a little bit left.
There is still time. I think there's more than that. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. We were having fun. I had a bunch of water out and had these little science tubes, and he was mixing them together to make chemicals.
And I put 2 drops of this.
Colored water.
1 drop of that and 2 drops of this would probably be good.
Okay.
Well, now do we have to stir it?
Oh,
Oh, I can already see the orange.
can you? I don't think do we have to stir it?
I would still stir
It
it.
doesn't say to stir it, but yeah, we can.
Yeah, I can already see the orange.
We'll do it like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so how much vinegar does it say to put in?
Maybe like
A teaspoonful of vinegar.
So I'm gonna.
All right, we're all ready, so we're gonna take stuff outside. Okay, so we are outside. So I will pour the vinegar in here, and then you pour it into the volcano. Ready?
Okay.
Pour it in. It's not gonna be big, remember?
Yep.
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 And see how it's going down in between the
Yeah.
lines? That's kind of how it would happen in real life, going down in between the cracks and stuff in the ground. Yep, didn't last too long.
Yep.
All right, well, why don't we go inside, rinse this out, and then we'll get started on the next experiment.
But when I start,
Okay, so we are gonna do the third experiment in the book. And this one we might have to wait and start the fourth experiment because part of it is it needs to dry for 15 minutes. So why don't you tell them what it is?
rock candy factory.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so first we have two very, very hot glasses of water. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of it. We are supposed to get our skewers wet. So there's one for Kenny and one for me. We're each going to get a rock candy crystal thing. So get them all wet. Okay.
I'm leaving mine in for now.
For a minute? Okay. So then I am going to put
Sugar.
Yep, sugar on this paper towel.
Wait, so is it due to extreme heat? Is that why?
Part of it, yeah, part of it is that it's hot. Okay, ready? Roll it in the sugar. Get it all coated in sugar. Ready?
Go.
Yeah, go ahead. Got it?
I remember doing this last time we did.
Yeah, we've actually done this one before. We did it when we were still living at my parents' house. We made a ton of them. They were all different colors, all different flavors. Maybe we'll do that again sometime where we make just a huge batch of them. But okay, so then we're gonna, nope. Set it here, and we have to let it dry
For 5 or 10 minutes.
for 15 minutes.
Dang it.
Yeah, so
I was close.
you were close. We are then
Going to eat some sugar.
we're going to put some sugar into the cups.
That's half a cup, so we need to fill it up twice.
Yep. So there's mine. And they didn't fill up all the way, so I'll do one more. Okay, go ahead and do yours.
Okay.
You know what? I think we need.
This is all that I got.
All right, I'll help you.
I got a pinch.
All right, put that in there.
I tried to drink sugar water and it tasted like nastiness.
Yeah, you usually want other things mixed in with that.
If I drank this, it would taste like crap. I would not like it. Wait, it's kind of see it already forming. The crystal.
No, the crystals don't form in there. They form on the stick.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. You don't remember?
No?
All right, hang on.
So, Mom.
We're gonna mix it in with this.
Mom, what I remember is, so the sugar is the crystal because when it goes in, the sugar just expands and becomes the crystal.
Yeah, the sugar it forms into the crystals. Very good.
It's kind of like
Right, go ahead and stir yours.
a mini type of the crystal. Oh,
And we have vanilla flavoring.
I have a question. Why do
Yes.
you grab a knife?
Well, it was the longest thing.
I'm making one of those funnels.
Be careful. All right, how much flavoring? Okay, so.
Fill it up once.
Hold it over.
Wait, what is that?
Hold over this. Okay, dump
It doesn't smell too good.
it in. You don't like the smell of vanilla? That's like your favorite flavor.
I know, but it doesn't smell too good.
Yeah, it needs sugar added.
What does?
The vanilla. I just taste a dropped on my finger and I tasted it. Oh, yeah, it needs sugar with it. All right, go ahead and mix yours in.
Vanilla. Didn't we already stir it? Or do we have to stir it?
Yeah, we stirred it a couple
It's
of times.
still warm.
Yeah.
at that. Look at that.
Yep, you got a funnel going, huh?
On one of my cups, if there's something at the bottom, it's kind of like a blender, and in the water it makes a funnel. Remember?
Yeah, I do.
I got that from the fundraiser app.
That's right. Do you want to show them your cup?
Where is
Okay, let me pause it. We'll get his little tornado cup and he can show you. Okay, here it is.
So there's a button right here. Right here, you just, and it makes the tornado all the way down.
And let go. And it goes back to normal. And that's a water bottle. He can drink out of that.
Yeah. See?
Okay, we don't have much more time until those dry, so let's just take a break, and when they dry, we'll turn it back on instead of starting the next experiment, okay?
Okay.
Okay, this kid is obsessed with Prime, so we actually have little Prime packets that you can pour the powder in water, and it makes it his favorite flavor of Prime. So he was like, hey, the tornado will mix it up for me. So he put some Prime powder in there. Is it good?
It wasn't stirred up enough.
It wasn't stirred up.
I got some powder. I think there's still some powder on the top.
All right, let it settle for a minute and then try it again.
Oh my god.
All right, it's been enough time. So here is your glass. It is still very hot. And here's mine.
Here.
Okay, so here's your 2 clothespins. Don't do that yet. And here's mine. We are going to...
I accidentally stuck it in. I didn't really.
Not in the hole.
Uh,
Out here.
okay.
No. Up at the top.
It is.
All the way up at the top.
Wait.
Nope. All the way up at the top. Okay, good job. All right,
You did it?
so then...
I accidentally stick part of it in again.
Okay, now put it into your cup just like mine is. And we just let it sit.
Why is pieces coming off?
It's gonna happen. It's okay.
Is yours coming off?
Yep, some of mine did too.
So is it, I'm taking off all of the extra?
So, okay. So I'm gonna take these. This will take, how long does it
I think
say?
like 5 days.
It takes,
Like, I think.
you should see bigger crystals forming on the skewer after about a day. The longer you wait, the bigger the crystals will be. So, however long we want to wait, once we see that there's crystals formed.
I want to wait 5 days.
5 days? Okay, we will wait 5 days. So,
5 days later.
for
Okay.
now, I'm going to set them over here, and then we can find a better place for them when we're done with our experiment. So we are going to move on to experiment number 4. All right, experiment number 4. Do you want to tell them?
Kitchen detective fingerprints.
Kitchen detective fingerprints. Okay. So we got some cornstarch here, and we'll just use the little spoon they gave us. We just need a little bit on the plate, not too much. That looks good. Okay, now we have these cute little fingerprint suspect cards. So that's where we're gonna put the fingerprint in that black area, fill out what type of fingerprint it is, and put our name on there, so we'll have a little official card of what our fingerprint looks like. So we also have our fingerprint dusting pad. That's what we're gonna put our finger in the starch and put it on one of these 3 spots, and that's where we're gonna do our fingerprint. Okay?
I'll do my thumb.
You want to do your thumb? Okay. So go ahead, put your thumb in there. Get it all nice and covered.
Is that good?
All right. Whichever one of the 3 spots you want.
The middle.
Middle one? Okay.
I just put it on.
Yep, just put it down there. Okay, now lift up. All right. So then,
I think there's some notes on it that you have to peel off.
oh no, wait, we did it wrong. Hold that thought, we did it wrong. So let me wipe that off. Okay, use your other thumb and put the thumb down like that. Okay. Now I'm supposed to take the brush and put it in this and like powder it. Kind of like that. Any extras? Oh, and I see it. I see. All right, so then we take one of these. There. See how it peels it off? Peeled it off. And we'll put it on yarn.
So we can do this multiple times.
We could.
I want to do one of yours.
You want to do one of mine?
Yep.
All right, let me write your name on this one. Okay, so there's his little card. We'll take a look at it after we do mine and figure out if he's the arch, the whirl, the loop, or the accidental. All right, you ready for mine? Write this off there, good. Which finger should I do?
The thumb with mine.
Okay, so I'll do it over here. Here's my thumb. Okay. Make it on there. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Good job. Okay. All right, press it down. Press it down.
Picked it off. Or took it off.
All right, press it down. You want to write my name there? There.
Okay.
Okay, so now we got to look at it and compare. Here's a list of the different fingerprints. So we're going to compare them and figure out who's got which kind of fingerprint. Okay, so the different ones are the whirl, the loop, the arches, and the accidental. The accidental is like a combination of the other three. We found that both of us have the loop.
Wait, I thought no person.
So there's mine. And oh, I'm sorry, I knocked it out of your hand.
Go.
And there's Kenny's. All right, that one was pretty cool.
All right.
And we have extra ones here so we can do it again, and we can do it on other people too. So we're gonna get everything ready for experiment number 5. Okay, experiment number
5.
5.
Kitchen
Spy.
Spy Invisible Ink.
Yep,
What?
Kitchen Spy Invisible Ink. All right, so we need to mix the water and the baking soda in a cup. All right,
Baking
so
soda. Oh,
We
That's how heavy it
need,
was.
yeah, 3 tablespoons. Can you fit that in there?
How did you fit it in last time?
Well, we did this one last time. So I'm gonna pop the top a little bit. There you go.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's still kind of small.
Okay.
So I just pour it in your hand. There you go. Oh,
There's 1.
how many?
Need 3.
Ugh. Come here. There you go. I got it. Ah.
Ooh, that one's overflowing. That's okay. 2, so then we don't need a full one since that one was overflowing. So maybe like half. Yeah, that's good.
Like that.
Yeah, don't put it
There we go.
there. Okay. So then they want us to mix that. Go get another butter knife.
What?
We're gonna vacuum later, so I'm just brushing it onto the rug. Alright, stir it up.
Oh, that's,
So mix the water and the baking soda. 1/4 cup of water, 3 tablespoons
there you go. Now it's
of
getting
baking.
easier.
There you go.
It was like, and now it's like,
Dip the paintbrush into the solution and write your secret message.
ooh, where's
So
the
you can
cranberry?
do a message.
What is the cranberry juice?
That's grape juice, and
Oh.
that's for after we use this. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, that should be good. All right, so dip the paintbrush in there, and then write something on the paper. You don't want it dripping, but there you go. That's good.
You can still kind of see it.
When it dries, you won't be able to. Yeah, it says let it dry completely. You should not be able to see anything at this stage. Okay, so we'll put yours over here to dry, and I'll do my secret message.
Do you know what I put?
I can tell what it is.
Oh. Oh my god, I know what you're writing. You're writing a long one. Hopefully it works.
Okay. All right, I'll put mine over here to dry. All right. So to reveal the message, you brush some of this across the secret message sheet, and the message will appear.
But does it stay up
magically.
here?
I don't know. Well, we'll find out if it stays
I
there
don't
or
want
if
it
it
to-
disappears again.
I don't want it to stay up here.
You want it to disappear again? Well, we will see. So give it a minute to dry. Here, shake it kind of like that, like back and forth. Be careful.
Shake, shake, shake,
Yeah,
shake.
that'll kind of help
Come on,
it dry.
What did I draw? What did I say?
I won't say it on camera.
Aw.
I'll let them see it.
You
So
got it.
once it dries, we'll show it to them that there's nothing on it. We'll brush this on there, and then we'll show them what the message is.
Still on there. Still not dry.
I know. All right, give us a minute. I'm gonna pause this because it might take like some time for this to dry. So, okay, I think it's as dry as we're gonna get it. So there is Kenny's. You can see there's not really anything there, and there's mine. So I'm gonna open up this grape juice.
All right.
Okay, so then,
Can I drink some?
yeah, I can get you a glass of it after we're done.
Okay. I'll do mine first.
Go ahead.
If it looks like there's nothing, then you go over it. Any more? Already. That's supposed to be an H.
I'll give it a minute.
What?
Might be putting too much. Okay. Give it a minute to dry. Yeah, I think you put too much on. See, I just lightly put it on and mine showed up. So just give it a minute to dry. See how light it is. All right, I'll show mine.
Really?
All right, so this is mine. Kind of hard to see it on the camera. There we go. It says, I love Kenny.
Really?
But that's, yeah, you can't see it when the light is shining through.
And this is mine. It's just a blob.
He put too much grape juice on his, but it's supposed to say hi. Right?
That's exactly what that says.
Yep, that's exactly what that says. It says hi. So yeah, and then we can do this again too because they gave us a bunch of extras. So we can maybe write some secret messages next time your friends come over and show them this cool experiment, huh? Do you want to keep this?
I want to redo mine.
You want to redo yours? Okay, we can redo yours real quick. All right, we'll do it off camera and then show you if it works. Right, it worked.
See? It says hi.
Hi. Okay, let's get ready for the 6th experiment and the last one. All right, the 6th and final experiment in this pack. Tell them what it's called.
The fruit battery.
Fruit battery. And he wanted to eat a piece of fruit while we were doing it. So it calls for a lemon, but it says if you don't have a lemon, you can use another type of fruit like an apple. So we do have apples, so that's what we did. You have to cut it in half. And then it's got a little picture here of how we have to put all of these items together to make the clock work. We're making it a battery that is going to turn on this clock and make it work, hopefully. So we have to put one of these pieces of zinc in each apple. So put one in there. Okay, good job. All right, now put one in there. Good job. All right, now we need to put a fork in each one. Actually, I think it needs to be
Like that.
turned like that. Okay, so then put the fork in. Yep. Got it? Okay. Forks are heavy. Fork in that one.
Oh.
It's okay. We'll each have to hold one up. Okay, so we'll just put it like that for right now. Okay,
Wait,
so
look.
then,
Look.
yeah, I know. We need to take the wire and tape it. So tape, see how we've got the wire here and each end is open? So we need to tape one end of the wire to one of the
Fork. And then the other to the sink. or
Yep.
whatever.
to the zinc. So turn this one like this. Tape this to
Wait, Mom, look,
the
look.
zinc.
It's turned like that with the zinc over there.
Well, it's okay. Okay, so we have it like that.
Then we have to do the same thing on the other side.
Then we have to connect the red and black wires.
Wait, what?
So, okay, the one connected to the zinc needs to be black. And the one connected to the opposite fork is red. All right, so as soon as I connect this, it should turn it on. So I'm gonna take the camera and hold it close. That way we can see when it turns on. All right, Kenny's holding the camera. So we gotta connect the red one with, oh, it did it, did you see?
Yeah,
Hang on, let me tape it on there.
it's working.
It is, it's working. I hope they could see when it turned on.
Yeah,
Isn't that so cool?
yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna take this out and it turned off. I took that out. Now I'm gonna put it back in
In a different spot. Oh, wait.
and look, as soon as I touch it, it turns it on. Oh, maybe not. There we go. It turned on. That's pretty cool. So it worked. We made a battery. Okay, Kenny was messing around with it and he found something really cool. So we're going to show you. Okay, so let go of the fork. Okay, so he pulled the fork out. Now you see it's not on. Okay, grab the fork. He doesn't have the fork in the apple. He's just holding it. Hang on, hold it tighter again. See, it's turning on because his body conducts electricity. Our human bodies conduct electricity. So that's why that's happening.
20.
Well,
21.
that's just what the clock's set at. That's pretty cool. All right, so that was all of the experiments in the box. So thank you for joining us on this adventure, and if we have another one, we'll bring you along. If you like our channel, please like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.